Hey guys, Anashi here. So last night was the Dallas Retro Gamers meetup. This is the first meetup that we've had since the whole coronavirus lockdown. We just basically skipped them all summer, all spring. It kind of sucked, but you know, you had to do what you had to do. But this one was all outdoors, and it was at the parking lot of the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas. So really cool place. And you know, we just hung out there from like 5 o'clock all the way to like almost like 9:30 at night. We had a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. I picked up some stuff for my personal collection and some stuff to flip. So I just wanted to share what I got. So let's start with my boy Miguel. He has went to some. He bought a storage locker recently, and he went to a lot of garage sales, and so he had some stuff, and he had things that he didn't want to bother shipping because they were a lot bigger. And I went ahead and picked them up. He made me a really good deal on them, and you know, $20 for the Xbox 360 guitar. It's in fairly good condition. Just need to clean it up a little bit. But this one is wireless, and it does not need a dongle. It will work. This is the Guitar Hero one. So I got this one here with an actual stand, Guitar Hero stand, along with this one, which is new in the box. Kind of, you know, it's never been used. It's sitting in the box. And actually, no, this one does look like it. No, that's just dust. He had a whole bunch of games too. And so I got 4 games from him, which are probably these ones. Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero 5. So I will make 2 different bundles, and yeah. Hopefully I was looking at, I saw the guitar alone. A lot of them were going for $50, $60 a piece, so that was a pretty good deal. He also had a Guitar Hero 2 in the box. Did not have the game, but in my thing that I was selling, I actually had the game, so I have this one complete. I'll see if I can find the other games, like the other 3 Guitar Hero games, and I'll probably just make a big bundle, put them all together and sell it. So I thought this is pretty cool having this in the box. I haven't had one in the box before, so I got 3 guitars. Pretty cool. Got a PlayStation bag from him. It's in pretty good condition. It's very clean. He cleaned these up pretty good. Me and my bags, I love them. I shouldn't apologize for my unhealthy obsession with bags. And then Monster. For some reason, I woke up at 4 a.m. yesterday to get the brisket. I bought a brisket, prepared it, started smoking yesterday at 4 a.m. and I couldn't really sleep. And then I went to bed at midnight. I'm really tired. Man, that's good. Got a Mario bag. And some, this is a DS bag, and then some DS games that he had loose, which I needed all of these. I searched them all. So let's go Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I had the box ready, so this will be complete. Green Lantern, Ninja Gaiden, Where the Wild Things Are, and then this one right here. It's gonna be hard to find the box for it. Graffiti Games has, they did Black Sigil, Windy X Windham, and a few other games that are Mazes of Fate is another one. Very low print games, and almost all of them are really high priced. So this one was, you know, selling just the cart alone is about $50. This is core, and don't have the box. It's probably gonna be hard to find the box, so it's gonna be probably one of the slow ones. Most likely I'll probably have to just buy it brand new, then sell the cart. But Yep, got a little stack of games to add my DS collection, which is good. I haven't added anything. I haven't been concentrating on that at all. And then there was this. This is a neat little keychain. I like this. It looks like a DS, little red DS light, and it holds a few games in there. It doesn't, no styluses, but just some games. Little keychain. I thought that was pretty neat. And this is one console I don't have a lot of. I don't have a lot of DSIs, and this is in pretty good condition. Did not have it, so I went ahead and grabbed it from him. So this is going to go into my personal collection. But this DSi XL, it's pretty cool to get it. You know what? Back in the day, I would find these things for like $5 to $10. I never picked them up because I'm like, it's a DSi, whatever, you know. Don't want it. They're just garbage. Now I'm actually looking for them, and they've got them for price. I think he gave me this for $40. But he bundled everything together. It got a pretty good deal. Oh, and I also got The Nightmare Before Christmas 3D. So this is in pretty good condition. Not for sale. Okay. I need to divide this up. Okay. This is one guy. So the guy that I've actually talked to online in the past, and I don't remember meeting him. I met his mom before. I met him, a guy named Courtney. He's part of the Dallas Retro Gamers, but he just had some PC games and some other games for sale, and I was kind of interested in some of them, and talking, we made a deal, and I ended up getting these. We started talking because he's like, oh, I got the Wheel of Time Saga game, which, you know, I love this right now. I'm actually on book 11. I really love this book series. Amazon's making this into a series. It is truly epic story. I absolutely love it. It's all-time favorite book series. Shame Robert Jordan didn't, he passed away a few years back, and he had a guy named Brandon Sanderson finish off the series for him. And did pretty well, but yeah, I've never tried this game. I've actually want to find it. Comes in a big box, but it's cool just to have this for now. I'll try to find the big box someday. Blood of the Sacred Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Damned. He said this was a pretty interesting, pretty good FMV game by Sierra. He said there was some patches that you could do online to basically convert this to a 64-bit game. I got Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Alm. Can't wait to try the Baldur's Gate 3, but on Steam, it's on early access. They don't even have Act 1 all the way done, from what I understand. We got Baldur's Gate 2 expansion, Throne of Baal. So got those guys. He actually had a game that I did not have on the DS. And I'm like, oh, because they had a couple DS games. This Hidden Objects Mystery Stories. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the game. And then I was looking at this online. The game, surprisingly, for this, you wouldn't think of this one being very expensive, like $20. Another PC game is Obscure. It's a small cardboard box version of it. I don't know if there was a big box, but this is also on PS2. This game is actually spiked on PS2. This is early 2000s. I think 2004 or something like that. So I picked this up. These are just for my own personal collection. I do buy a lot of PC games from thrift stores and stuff like that. Try selling them, ones I don't want, just to get them into the hands of people who would actually appreciate them. Okay, let's do this guy next. Steve Wright, good guy. Neat little story on AEW. He's friends with Lance Archer on AEW, and of course, Lance has Jake the Snake Roberts as a manager, and there was a promo a few weeks back on AEW Dynamite where they're in a, like, it looks like a whole graffiti building and stuff like that, doing a little promo, and he showed me a video. Steve actually recorded that himself with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer, and yeah, it was on TV. That was pretty awesome. So he did that recording, and I needed a PlayStation 3 controller. He hooked this up for me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve. So nice little PS3 controller. And we'll move this one out of the way. That would be a different person. So a guy came up and he's like, hey, I'm trying to sell this stuff because I need to get some money. And he had a box of magazines, strategy guides, and this one thing here. He had a soundtrack. This is Dot Hack. Liminality. Original soundtracks, 2 CD. I actually love Dot Hack. And they have a lot of... I love the music in the Dot Hack. At least the first one. Dot Hack Sign was really good. I haven't listened to this one yet. Surprisingly enough, I haven't watched this one yet either. So he had that. In the strategy guide I picked up from him is Shadow Hearts from the New World. I don't have this one in my collection. So that was pretty cool. Oh, and Courtney, I did get this from him also. This is the 3DS game sock for Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, which is excellent Dragon Quest game. He put in there, made a good deal. Then I picked, I'm like, okay, well, he's like, I'm selling this Xenoblade Chronicles for $70. I'm like, oh, yeah, not really interested in it. Obviously, I do have it. I'll just give you $50 for it. And I figured one of my friends might need it. It's not going for a whole bunch more than that anyways right now. Like $60. Maybe like a future will go up more, but I don't need this. But it's cool to get it. He needed some money because he had a couple games he wanted to get. And then, you know, he had a tub of other strategy guides and magazines, like I said. And I'm like, so how much for the rest of the tub? And he's like, make me an offer. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, just $20 for the whole thing. Okay. So let's go through that real quick. There is a graphic novel by Kevin Smith. Wow, with a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Mermail Absolentus Hollow. Huh. That just popped out. But there's a Green Arrow comic by Kevin Smith. Elemental Hero Neos. Also. Any more the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? No? No? Okay. So it came with this. Didn't buy it for that. Didn't realize it was in there. This is Dragon Quest 15 Strategy Guide, Collector's Edition, which actually I don't have, and something else fell out. What are you? So we got a Magic the Gathering card. Drifting Meadows. Drifting Meadows comes into play tapped. Add 1 mana to your pool. Okay. So just got cards flying out everywhere. This is one game I never got into, Dragon Quest 15. Just the characters. Like, they're all wearing black and they're in a car. They look like an emo goth band or something. No, it's just, that whole piece wasn't, they just didn't look like they had much personality. That's what I'm looking for. So never played it. There's that one. 15 Dragon Quest. Final Fantasy VIII Strategy Guide. I have that in my collection. We got Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy 13. Hardback. I don't think I have the hardback. Oh. Didn't realize this was in there. Enter the Matrix, GameCube with the guide. Any other guides in here? Yes, more guides. Okay. We got Bloody Roar Strategy Guide. We have Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is a game actually I sold on the Xbox Yesterday. Street Fighter 5 Collector's Edition Guide. Cool. Hardback. Then we got Silver. This is a Dreamcast game. I got this one. I don't have the guide. Final Fantasy 9. One of the best Final Fantasy games ever. And those are the guides. So let me move these out of the way. Man. So almost all these guides are for sale because I have them. So I'll recoup some of the money I spent. I'm so glad we did this in the parking lot so I didn't have to carry this far. Then he had some magazines, and we'll go through these real quick. We got the official Dreamcast magazine. This is May, issue 5, June of 2000. Oh, look at that. Grandia 2 Dreamcast. That is beautiful. One of the best games on the Dreamcast. I played this game so much. This is the Tony Hawk Dreamcast. We got the Spider-Man Dreamcast. Another strategy guide. Phantasy Star Online Dreamcast Magazine. Pokemon World Annual 2010. Oh, this is just a little bit about everything on Pokemon. That's cool. I've never seen this one before. And then we got Digimon 3 Strategy Guide. This one's a little rough in the front. Digimon World 3. Game looks fun. I haven't played this particular game. And of course, Enter the Matrix. That's pretty cool. I did not realize that it actually had the game, the GameCube game, which I don't have. I don't think it's a very high-end game anyways. And then some cards here. Got someone who would want these cards. I don't collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But, yeah. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. Did the deal with him. Got that. That was like the last deal I did. And then I did get a Holy Grail yesterday. I'll go over that in a minute when I get to it. But with that guy, I just kept on adding in more and more stuff to it. I went back to this last guy like 4 times and just got a couple things here and there. And then a whole bunch. So, where to begin? Okay, first off, he had a box of PlayStation 2 games and he said $3 a piece. I hear PlayStation 2 games, $3 a piece. I'm looking down, like, there's some decent titles in there. So, and then he had one Wii game that I wanted. He actually had quite a few games I wanted. He had a pretty good collection. He's just downsizing. Like I saw the Simpsons game there. So picked this up, $3. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Omniasha 2. Superman Shadows of Apocalypse. Which I haven't played that one. Simpsons Road Rage. State of Emergency. Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. Siphon Filter Omega Strain with the slipcover. Kinson. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Savage Skies. Eternal Ring. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. And a steel-sealed copy of The Mark of Cry. So these were $3 a piece. I wasn't going to argue prices. I wasn't going to do anything. Try to get it down. I'm just like, man, that's actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games. So it's $42? Yeah, $42 for this. And then he had a game that surprisingly I didn't have in my collection, Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. And this is really minty. It's a beautiful copy. I did not, for some reason, did not have this one in my collection. I thought I did the whole time. I saw this game so many times and I passed up on it every single time because I thought I had it in my collection. But then when I did the video on doing the unboxing of the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Switch, I'm like, oh, I can't find it. Maybe I put it somewhere. I started looking around then. I looked at my app. Didn't have it in my app, my game tracking app. So, yeah. Picked that up. He sold that to me for $20. That was the first buy from him. Then I was looking at some PlayStation 1 games. And I picked out Mega Man 8. I did not have. Mega Man X4. Did not have that. These were just $10 a piece, which was pretty good. And then for $20, he had Street Fighter Plus Alpha. Did not have that one in my collection either. I don't know if these are... I think he gave me like 50% off with price chart he had on all these things. I think these Mega Mans were like $25 a piece. And this I think was like $40. So he was making some deals with me, which I did appreciate. He had a whole box of DVDs. And, you know, that's my bread and butter right now is DVDs. I do sell a lot of them. And these were all very specific horror DVDs, which coming right on Halloween. And yeah, so there is 42 different DVDs here. And I got all these for $20. I was like, how much is, he's like, how much for your DVDs? He's like, $2 a piece. And near the end of the night, no one actually bought any of them. And I'm like, so how much for your whole box of DVDs? He looks at it, $20. That's about 50 cents a DVD. That's, I could get into that. So I picked them up, and I recently sold Halloween 5 for $18. So right there, I'm almost made my money back. And then I sold the Prophecy 1 and 2 as a pair recently. And he's got a whole bunch of Halloween DVDs. He's got, let's see here. It's kind of funny. So I was watching a video last night right before bed about the Game Theorist, and they're talking about Among Us and how it's so closely representative of The Thing. So I got The Thing, Halloween 2, Night of the Dead, Freddy vs. Jason, Summer of Sam, The Sixth Sense, Fortress, Screamers, 30 Days a Night, Stephen King's Silver Bullet, Interview with a Vampire, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Freddy vs. Jason again, Lord of Illusion, The Omen, The Mothman Prophecies, The Hills Have Eyes, George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead. I think I sold this for like $10 recently. Rogue, Unrated, Jennifer's Body, Wicked Little Things, Tirastus, Slither, Wolf Creek, Black Xmas, My Bloody Valentine, April Fool's Day, Fido, Vampire, Pitch Black, Scream, Saw, Hostile, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Special Edition, which I thought was kind of interesting. So this one, like, oh, this little flap with a, you know, chainsaw, little slip cover, jewel case. On the back, it's hamburger and it's textured. I thought it was really weird. I have actually never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre before. Then we got Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead combo, 7, Sleepy Hollow, Insidious, Hatchet, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween, Resurrection. Couldn't read it like that. But yeah, $20 for all this. I should be able to make my money back. I've been bundling some horror DVDs and selling them too, like taking like 10 horror DVDs together, just putting them all together, selling them for like $3 or $4 a piece, and yeah, just flipping them on eBay like that, you know, because it's $3 a piece just to ship each one of these, you know, roughly. So, and then eBay fees and stuff like that. My supply, which is, you know, like almost a quarter of little envelope for these. So it bundling helps ease the cost of these things. So that's pretty awesome. My Holy Grail. So I've been looking for one of these for a while. I passed up on an opportunity a couple times for it. My boy, this guy Juan, he actually had it, and I didn't know he was selling it. Came in late. He was all the other end of the parking lot. I didn't actually go to that side of the parking lot. I was kind of staying near my stuff because people were looking at the stuff I was selling, and yeah, so he had it for sale. Well, he ended up trading my Grail to the guy that I just got those DVDs and those PS2 games from. And I was talking to Juan, and I'm like, "Oh, you have that? How much are you selling it for?" Because like, I already traded it for a bunch of those, the Game Boy Advance classic NES games, where the Zelda, Metroid. He traded a few of those for it, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well that's cool that you traded it." He's like, "Yeah, I really wanted those games really bad, and I've been trying to sell the sign." I'm like, "I didn't know that." Give it into what it is, and I'm like, oh crap, I guess I missed out on that. I was kind of bummed out. And I was just talking to this guy that I bought this stuff from, and I'm like, "Oh, so you got that in your car. How much for it?" He's like, "It's not for sale. I just got it." And I'm like, "Huh, I'll give you 200 for it." And because Juan originally wanted 150 for it, and he was like, "No, it's fine." And I'm like, "Come on, $200." I kind of peer pressured him, I guess. I don't know if that's wrong of me, but something I really wanted. And I guess I'll give you a peek of what it is right now. Look at that. Not Dexter, but the PlayStation 2 sign. Now, the PlayStation logo on the left-hand side is loose right there. That's loose. And I see there's screw holes in the back. I will get that fixed. I'll go ahead and get that mounted in there properly. But yeah, it's in pretty good condition. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am so excited to have this. I've been wanting one of these for such a long time. PlayStation 2 is one of my favorite consoles. I'm looking for a PlayStation 1 neon sign. Then we got PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1. I'm happy. I know I'm not going to ever get one of the World of Nintendos. Those are just stupid prices. Maybe if it falls in my lap or a trade or something. But yeah, that right there, I am so happy to get it. It is so beautiful. And yeah, I just need to make room in my game room. First off, I need to get rid of the crap in my game room so I could actually use my game room again. I have so much stuff right now that I'm reselling that I don't have room in there anymore. That's why I'm in the living room right now. Because I just don't have room in there. All my stuff I'm trying to sell and list and stuff is just on the floor in there. So I need to get that done. And I got goals now. I got to hang up this thing. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out in November 19th. I got a week off from work. I am going to sit and play that in my game room on my PC, and I'm going to love it. And I want to get my game room cleaned up beforehand, so I have about a month to do all this with. And I want to get this hung up. I want to get rid of that I have a whole bunch of Overwatch pops. Way too many. I'm probably going to box them up and put a new shelf on top of my entertainment center there. It's an IKEA thing. And once I do that, I probably I don't think I'll put the sign up there. I think I'll put it above where all my PlayStation 2 games. I got a whole bunch of collector's editions, but I want to take that stuff and move it on top of my entertainment center. That's why I said that. So, what's your guys' holy grail? Is like not just a game, but something memorabilia. It's something. It's just not a game. There's a lot of people say holy grails are just a particular game, but yeah, okay, there's a whole bunch of games, but this stuff right here is not made for the public. This is harder to find. Yeah, what's your guys's? Let me know in the comments below. I'm just blown away by this thing. It's just so gorgeous. I do need a, if you look at the eye in the PlayStation, there's black paint on there to kind of divide up there's one tube that goes all the way across, actually a couple tubes, but it just goes from letter to letter, that tube. And so they have black paint, and so I need to like paint up that little black on the PlayStation, the eye on the PlayStation to do that. There's little different spots there, and then fix that PlayStation logo. Man, there's a little crack on the top right hand corner on the PlayStation logo too. It's not that big of a deal. It's not really noticeable. I don't care. Look how gorgeous that is. Anyways, I'm done rambling. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I thought about after the whole event, I'm like, man, I should have just pulled out my phone and started recording some of this stuff. There was a lot of cool stuff there. There's a guy that came from Austin that had, Dragon Guard 3. You know there's a big box collector's edition for that? It's not that big of a box. It's a little bit, it's like a DVD size but thicker. And there's a bunch of stuff in there. He had one sealed. I was like, oh, I'll go on and get this, It's just Dragon Guard 3. That game's like $10. And then I just like scanned it on eBay, and I'm like, oh, okay, wait, hold on. What does it sell for? Oh, 2 of them sold for $400, and there's 2 still listed for $400 each. Yep, I'm out. He had the guy that I got all these strategy guides from, Xenoblade Chronicles. He wanted the Star Ocean 1 and 2 first and second departure on PSP from that guy. So basically he traded all that stuff from me. He had Persona 2, PSP, Big Box, just a bunch of other beautiful high-end games. This guy had a big collection. He's just getting out of gaming and just collecting and stuff like that. And he just drove up from Austin, for this meetup. Hopefully he did well. But yeah. All right, I'm done. Talk to you guys later. Peace.